Hello, we're here with episode number 25, I believe, of the TEW 2016 Challenge Run. We are booking the first ever in the series solo brand pay-per-view. Monday Night Raw, the stars of the red brand bring us Backlash 2019. We have some featured matches on the show, include Seth Rollins defending his Universal Championship against Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe and Mustafa Ali for the US title, the pay-per-view debut of Adam Cole Baby as he takes on the phenomenal AJ Styles, and many more as we get into this. We get into the pre-show. We start off the pre-show with a quick unannounced match. Rhea Ripley continues her ways of squashing local competitors. She beats Taylor Hendricks, who doesn't do too good. She's actually someone I have thought about bringing into NXT, but the ratings, And then the actual, that would have been the announced kickoff match. We have American Alpha 2 taking on Jason. Good start. Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane. And American Alpha get the win when Wolf takes the pinfall with the Grand Amplitude. We get the hype package at the start of the show, hyping down the matches I went through earlier on. Also, Becky Lynch versus Peyton Royce for the women's title. As we open the show with Johnny Gargano and Tyler Breeze in a 77B-. Now, a couple of weeks ago before Mania, with Tyler Breeze, I had kind of written him off, thinking he wasn't really going. It was like behind the scenes. I was still pushing him, but I was like, because he was getting 40s still. But at Mania and since, he's really stepped up his game. And him and Gargano have a 77 here, but Gargano does get the win with the Gargano escape in 14:55. So a big pay-per-view debut win for Johnny Gargano over Tyler Breeze, who will definitely still have a strong future, especially after this performance. We then get Raw Tag Team Championships on the line in a bout that had decent wrestling but little heat. The Revival defeated Hawkins and Ryder in 1301 when Scott Dawson defeated Kurt Hawkins with the Shatter Machine. So Hawkins and Ryder, they had their chance. They finally ended the streak. They had one last shot at glory, and again Kurt Hawkins came up short. So the Revival, the top guys, still your top guys in the Raw Tag Team division. But that's not all. Because the Revival go to leave up the ramp, and they're interrupted by the entrance of the Street Profits, who announced they would be making their debut here tonight. The Street Profits come out, hyping themselves up, hyping past the Revival, and they would lock eyes with the Revival as the Revival walk to the back, as the Street Profits are going to be probably not short-term, but long-term threats to Dawson and Dash. We get the debut match of the Street Profits. It gets a fucking F, because I forgot to make some of them lower mids. But the Street Profits defeat the Ascension in 7:30. Montez Ford wins with a frog splash over Connor. That's about it. Victor was performing, apparently. We then get, in an 81B, a bout that had good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Cedric Alexander in 17:42. By using the ropes for leverage. So Cedric, I was going to give him the win here. He technically got the win on the Raw after Mania when Shinsuke hit him in the balls. And Shinsuke cheated to beat Cedric here. A very game Cedric Alexander. But the real story, post-match, Shinsuke isn't content with his victory over Cedric, because Cedric nearly beating him on the Raw after Mania, which was also Shinsuke's Raw debut, which has really struck a nerve with him. So he's looking to take Cedric out for good. He attacks him some more after the match, backs into the corner, goes, "Come on!" And he goes for the Kinshasa. Bray Wyatt is in the ring. And I would probably do them have a stare down, like Shinsuke still in the corner, Cedric on his knees waiting to be Kinshasa'd, and Bray Wyatt staring at him. And then Shinsuke would ignore Bray and just scream "come on" anyway, and then charge up to go for the Kinshasa. But as he's running towards Cedric, Bray Wyatt would pick him up and hit him with his sister Abigail. So Bray Wyatt, a couple of weeks ago, says he's found somebody who needs to be brought to justice because the way they're going about life has struck a nerve with Bray and his newfound mentality. It appears that Shinsuke bullying and destroying the newcomer Cedric Alexander has not pleased Bray Wyatt. I actually expected better of this. Samoa Joe defeats Mustafa Ali in 1743 in a submission with a coquina clutch. This would have been similar. I would have had to be similar to like the Ryder and Hawkins match, where the babyface is the underdog. They fight from the box, and you just think they've got it won, and then out of nowhere they get hit. It would have been with a shatter machine in the opening match, locked in the clutch here, and Ali passes out. And Samoa Joe still the United States champion. Apparently that's be why then, because apparently Ali's not got the psych to call a match in the ring. That probably would have dinged it quite a lot, to be fair, so that would make sense. Anyway, women's title match. Becky Lynch and Peyton Royce. Scores a AEB. Becky is absolutely incredible in this mod, and I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. But in the most predictable match of the evening, Becky Lynch defeats Peyton Royce with a submission by disarmer. Peyton, this gained heat on the feud, so if this feud had more heat, it probably would have done even better. Becky is fucking great, and she's just the best, and I love it. And yeah, this was a really good match. Hype video for what should be a really good match, but I don't think it will be because the Adam Cole's pop's not great. AJ Styles and Adam Cole gets a AEB as well, which, if I'm gonna say the women's match is really good for getting an AEB, I may as well do so here because Becky and AJ are actually scoring similar ratings. So this is basically the men's equivalent of Becky Lynch versus Peyton Royce, to be fair. But in a bout that had great wrestling and decent reaction, AJ Styles defeated Adam Cole when Adam Cole got disqualified, when the UE ran in and attacked AJ Styles. Boo. I'm going to leave the screen up because I think I did forget to put the angle in. But basically, a 4-on-1 assault on AJ Styles and they'd fuck him up. And it would lead to AJ being taken out on a stretcher because he can't handle being attacked by 4 men. So the UE, because keeping AJ strong and putting Adam Cole over would have made the match shit. And I'm not going to put Adam Cole over with his low pop over AJ Styles clean. So I had a dilemma here. And I thought I definitely didn't want to pin him. So this was the best of the options I had. I know it's a shit finish, but I backed myself into a corner. Elias comes out. He was announced to be performing the greatest song of all time here on Backlash. But just as he goes to start singing, the lights would go out and EC3 would come out, making his first appearance as a member of the Raw roster. His first appearance since losing the US title, in fact. And he would take exception to Elias calling himself the greatest song of all time because there's only one great one here, and it's not The Rock, it's the top 1%. Elias would go to smack him with the guitar, and EC3 would catch it, kick him in the ball, or kick him in the midsection, whatever, and nail him with the 1%er. Do some poses, as this could potentially set up a match on Raw to see who gets in Money in the Bank. Maybe, yes, but we don't know that yet. Okay. Mickie James actually scored the best rating in this match. I find this has happened before. I've done a save where I've teamed Mickie and Lacey Evans up together, and it really does bring the best out of Mickie. And it seems to be doing so the same here, but they do lose to Sasha and Bayley in 1306. Bayley pins Lacey with a Bayley to belly, and Boston Hug Connection retain their titles. Hype package for the main event. Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, Universal title on the line. I've got a feeling it's going to be a letdown. But we'll have to see. Yep. I don't know why, I just had an inkling that I knew it was going to do bad. What were the negatives? Lack of selling, announcing. Nothing really. It's just I don't think Braun has enough psychology to go this long. Oof. With the ratings, I could have put Becky and Peyton Royce as the main event and it would have done better. That stings. But yeah, Seth Rollins retains. But luckily we do have a segment to boost the rating up. There's a 95A. Seth celebrates in the ring to close the show. The show which gets a... Okay, I'll take it on the chin. But why did... Because I used Angelo Dawkins and... But this is... What was the match of the night? 81, Cedric and Shinsuke. 81, Joe and... So it was a joint with Joe and Ali and Shinsuke and... Cedric. Fun! Anyway... Hopefully Payback is a lot better than this. Because this was a steaming pile of shit.